Okay. Hippo Hurricane Heart. No, we're not going to do that. Oh God, I'm so tired. Welcome to another episode of Two Fat Guys Talking Flowers, where we'll always bring you the good, the bad, the ugly about flowers. Mike. Fern is on vacation. We have Mimi on the twos and ones.
1, 2.
And we have Ryan.
Hello.
On the video jam.
The video jams, yeah. Happy New Year.
Coming to you in stereo.
2025, baby.
Do you know what a big move it was when I drove a truck to go from AM to FM? It's a big deal.
Really?
What do you mean? Like for everybody or just you?
Back in the good old days when I was on the road working for my family, they kept me as a driver for like 5 years because I was just the best driver and they didn't want. But anyway, the vans came with a AM radio. And you had to push like a button, not like the buttons you know, but a button that you actually had to push it in for it to change.
What did you listen to on the AM radio?
77 WNBC. WNBC. And then I listened to
normal radio.
And I listened to 1010s, Winds Radio, which is news all the time. If you ever saw the movie Goodfellas, when he's in the shower and they announce the robbery, it was on 1010 W. Yeah, and then they invented FM. And you could get like an aftermarket radio and have FM.
But did they ever have music on the AM stations?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I was going to say, but without music would be bad.
But AM music is really canny. Like, you have AM radio in your car.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So
I accidentally put it on all the time.
Okay, that kind of sucks. And then we made the leap into
FM.
Sirius XM.
Oh.
Yeah, I was one of the first believers.
Because you liked Howard Stern.
Yeah.
He had the thing you attached to the car, not like it wasn't built in. It was a separate device.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I've never been in FM. I always listened to my mom when we were growing up was listening to the jazz station here in Miami, and then we had 94.9 Zeta.
One of my hobbies was when I was a kid was talking on the CB radio. Yeah. I had a CB in my van too.
I forget your call sign. What was you had a funny call sign?
I was the hard salami.
What? The hard salami.
The hard salami.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I actually remembered it. I just wanted him to say it.
It's a deli meat.
It's a deli meat.
I know.
But I used to be on the highway, and the truckers used to say, like, give me a look over your shoulder, which means tell me how it looks on the other side of the road.
Oh.
Or it would be, if you're coming up from behind, you would say, I'm in your back door. So I would say, this is the hard salami coming in your back door. And the trucker would say, no, not you ain't coming up my back door. No way.
I love that.
Breaker 19. You got the hard salami on the road here.
We should bring those back.
I was a CBer guy, and I had this glass that had all the CB jargon. I won it at Eddie's Fascination in Far Rockaway. So have you ever played Fascination?
Mm-mm.
You probably have. You don't know what it is. Fascination is it's like
the card game?
It's kind of like a skee ball, except you're sitting at a chair and you have a smaller rubber ball and you're rolling the rubber ball up and you're playing tic-tac-toe. But some of those fascination parlors, they called them, were gambling. That was for gambling. It was not like you really didn't win a stuffed animal. You won money. And I would have that Brooklyn, Queens route, and I would always find myself in Far Rockaway, Eddie's Fascination, somewhere around lunchtime. And I used to play Fascination with a bunch of older people. And I won this glass. It was a big, giant glass. I used to have my chocolate shakes in this glass, but that glass had all the CB jargon written all over it. And I saved it for years and years and years. Somewhere along the lines, it
broke.
Yeah, mommy broke it. Somewhere along the lines, it fell out or something and broke in a million pieces. But that, I will never forget Eddie's Fascination. I had a good time there, and I spent a lot of my lunch breaks playing Fascination. They should bring it back. You were just in Japan. You went to this pachinko parlors,
the
right?
pachinko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
So that's what it's similar to that. It's similar to a bunch of old folks playing pachinko. Or there were pachinko places around New York City too.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still have, but Fascination was my favorite, absolute favorite. Midday, burn a few hours. We didn't have GPS. You couldn't track me back then. Like Jason could track all the drivers now. Like he knows when they're fucking off and when they're not. But you couldn't track me. There were no cell phones or anything. They were beepers.
And they let you drive for 5 years, and they weren't
5 years.
Yeah.
My grandfather had to tell my dad, at some point you need to let the kid work inside. Yeah.
That was fun, though.
I didn't mind it. I really liked it.
Yeah.
And
well,
me and Joey
people
Long
person.
Island would
You
always
probably
fix up
love
our vans.
visiting people and talking to people. Were you allowed to get down and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I knew everybody.
That's fun.
I had my regular stops.
I would like that.
And
I would
then
like to be that.
Yeah, I was making one more run every day, and on the way home was another run. And when I became in sales, over time, I already had relationships with a lot of these people because I
Right.
was delivering to them every day. So
I
kinda helped
I
me.
just showed Mike a video of my New Year's and my sequence, and now that I'm gambling with sequence too, he's like, "What is that?" I go, "It's a mixture of bingo and canasta," and he's like, "That's an old lady thing." I'm like, "I am an old lady, Mike."
no.
Yeah. No, but people play that.
Yeah, but still, it's fun.
I was just
That's not
talking to you
old
about
lady.
1980 something, and now this is 2025. This is a long time ago.
Isn't it weird? Like when we change the year. I mean, luckily we don't have to write it out. I
Yeah.
remember how hard it was. Like you kept writing the wrong year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Yeah,
we're good.
I've been every night before bed. I've been watching another Sopranos. I like redoing it again for like the 50th time. I'm rewatching the series, but like that was like 20 something years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
When I first moved here, I was here living with my dad in his spare bedroom, and my wife and my family were still in New York. And one of the rituals that me and my dad had was Sundays watch the Sopranos together. Yeah.
I like.
But that
this
was more than 20 years ago. Ryan, this is 17 years of Jeff for us, January.
This is it. 17th birthday.
years.
17th Valentine's Day.
We're almost legal.
No, I think it's January 8th or something. I think I did it on the 8th of January. I don't know why that number sticks in my head. But 17 years, that shit went fast.
Yeah.
Congratulations. It did really go fast. It really did go fast.
It went fast. When
That's
did you
amazing.
graduate college? What year?
11?
Yeah, see? It's a long time ago.
Mhm.
You're old as fuck now.
We're bringing him to that dark side, that close to almost 40. He's 36 this year, Ryan?
And I'll be 36 in 2025.
Everything's
yes.
cool till you're 50. Once you
I
pass
was teasing-
50, then you start thinking about shit in a different way, for sure.
Okay, good.
I was teasing Fern. Fern's got one more year of next gen, right? He's 44.
Yeah.
I tried to retire, but they put me back in. They pulled me back in. Well, we have a lot of stuff coming up. It's going to be a big
2025 is going to be a
2025.
big year. Yeah.
Not only a big year, but it's going to be, I would have to say, the hardest working year for me. I think 25 is going to be a really hard work year. There'll be no coasting in 25. We have so much to get through.
But you embrace change, and that's good, because some people, they don't really embrace change. And you're
But there's change at a normal pace, and then there's change
at the
like,
Mike Black.
well,
phase.
it wasn't by, it's all coincidental how things came together. But I mean,
Your stars are aligning.
the stars are, either that or the black hole's opening, one or the other.
I don't think it's a black hole.
A lot of things we're doing is very ambitious.
I think you've done so many baby steps and you've worked your freaking ass off for more than 17 years. You've collected this knowledge. You've gained your team. You've made your name. You've got that respect. And now you are doing what you want to do. The best flower show on earth.
So as you grow and as you become more and more responsible for more and more people, it gets harder and harder pill to swallow. Like each thing that you do, I know we need certain things, but I'm also paranoid about turning that switch because there's so many people that I'm responsible for.
That's hard.
It's hard, very hard.
I was thinking about you this week because I write down on the 31st, I write down the names of the people that I really wish for. And I was like starting to notice that my circles are getting smaller in a good way, right? Like, so, before you had all the friends from college and I was just thinking of all these people, right? And I'm writing down and I stopped and I'm like, wow, Mike must have so many because you have not just, your Jet Fresh family, you have everybody, but you also have like built these relationships in this industry where they're beyond just flower friends, because I put my flower girlies on my list. I put a lot of the fatties that like to call in on my list. And so, yeah, it's a tough job, but you do good. So it's okay. You're doing it good.
Well, we'll see. I mean, times will tell. We came out with this amazing new project with the Sasson brothers, with being able to be their exclusive distributor of VIP waxed roses from Ecuador, and soon to even be testing some of their VIP bread varieties at our farm. But like, we didn't come out with that VIP rose program just yet because we haven't gotten all the bugs out of it, and we had to actually bring in some new equipment that is waiting to clear customs in Ecuador right now so we can get this going. But like, that's a big deal for us, and it hasn't happened in the timeline that I thought it was going to happen.
But that's good because
we don't want to put out.
That's not your fault though. That's those are just that's global. The weather things, all kinds of things that are out of your control. Yeah,
so many things have affected it.
But Mike, you're doing it right because a lot of people, I'm not saying not knocking other people, but some people wouldn't even wait and just launch it how it is. And I think it's good that you're waiting and perfecting it because you understand the importance of the quality. Like that's...
Well, it's not only that. We're responsible for the integrity of the VIP brand.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? We cannot...
tarnish it.
No,
right?
No. It has to be done right. It has to be done right. And it has to be done with some successful tests, and not just a test of doing 15 or 20 stems. We need to do like a couple thousand stems and ship it. Right. Those are the tests that we're going to run next. I wish it was last week because the market fucking sucked and we could have just sent 10,000 roses. It wouldn't have mattered because it was more than we would get for dumping the flowers at the farm, unfortunately. The market was really bad last week.
Was the market worse than normal for that time of year?
Far worse than normal. I haven't seen the market the way it's been in years. The last time we sent a truck to the dump was COVID, when COVID started. That was the last time we ever sent a truck to the dump. And last week we sent a truck here in Miami to the dump.
Wow.
Yeah. Painful. But that's because the weather conditions and the market itself are impossible to read anymore. No one could guess. It's all risk. It's all gambling. When did I never sell white roses? In December. It's never happened.
No.
But I didn't sell white roses in December.
But also everything's been off on time-wise. Like with Christmas and Hanukkah at the same time, because white is a big one for Hanukkah too, right?
Yeah.
And for Christmas, everything, yeah.
I think winter in general, what started it off was the airlines made some really big delays. And we got a couple of shipments
delayed
2 days, and then it was so many boxes that by the time the warehouse was able to break it down, inspect it, rack it, receive it, put it out for sale, we already missed so many trucks. So that was the beginning, and then it just kept piling up after that.
But it's looking good for V-Day now. So far, the production.
Well, you never know. For me, I love to be very cautious with Valentine's. A lot of people like to be very aggressive and like to risk it all on a holiday. I'm not that guy. I'm not that supplier. If you need 10,000 roses, please buy 5,000 from me. I don't want to be your 10,000 supplier because I want to be the hero and not the villain. People oversell Valentines all the time. And historically, the customers that I have taken big bookings with and something went wrong, they took it really personally. And I was like dead to them forever. So I don't ever want that. So we want to be the heroes, not the villains.
Yeah.
Let these other guys, these big giant conglomerates, let them take all the big bookings. And
do you have any market predictions or fortune teller
I do have
advice for Valentine's Day?
I do. I think the market is on first of all, Valentine's on a Friday, and it's a holiday the following Monday.
Yeah, President's Day, right?
Right.
Ooh,
So when that happens, and that happened a couple times lately, on holidays, I mean, it's a question: do I spend $100 and send roses to my amazing significant other, or do I go out for dinner or go away for the weekend or do something bigger?
Right.
So I think, look, no one could have a bad Valentine's. If you have a bad, terrible Valentine's, hang up your florist hat and consider driving an Uber or something else, because you can't have a horrible Valentine.
Right.
You could have a not great Valentine. You could have an average, and that's what I expect. An average,
or like
not great
issues
Valentine.
and conditions make it bad, but like you're saying it's hard
Right,
not
but you
to
can.
sell.
Yeah, exactly. It would be hard not to sell.
So right now we're in what they call week 1. We're in the first week of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And growers kind of use the weeks, not the dates.
Yeah.
So if we're in week 1 and the market kind of is soft, and we go into week 2 and the market continues to be soft, people are starting to do their rotations, and the bouquet makers are starting to buy their flowers and do their production and all that stuff for Valentine. That all starts in week 3. Also, the freight rates usually go up really high mid to late week 3. So all those things, for me, doesn't create the right recipe for a strong market. Red roses, people are always going to sell their red roses.
Right.
It's all the other roses that need to be sold. That's my concern. But no one's going to have a terrible Valentine. I'm not saying we're going to, because I don't want to demotivate anybody, but I do feel that we're just going to have an average Valentine. It's not going to be a record breaker. It's not going to be over the top. And I'm going to work my ass off to find the deals. And I'm going to pay cash. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to be with the competitive advantage.
And offer that to the people.
Yes.
Yeah. So that they could have a successful one.
Yes. That's my plan.
So I'm excited for 2025. We're moving, right? We're moving.
I'm actually, after this, I have to leave in 15, 20 minutes.
All right.
I have to meet the contractor over at the building about refrigeration stuff. We should be getting our permits approved this week, maybe next week. I don't know. I'm hoping to hear good news from them about that. Once they have the green light, he said the panels are going to fly up. He says he's got his entire company going to be there, knock it out as fast as possible, because they have another big job after this one.
So excited.
So yeah, I mean,
no, I went with.
It's getting real now.
I went with you and Juanita. I went with Juanita and Mike to see the building, and I was videotaping, and Juani had to stop him and just give him a hug, because the way Mike is describing it, and I mean, we had this conversation before of like Walt Disney showing like the plans of Disney World, but we were just like, Juanita afterwards came up to me and she was like, "This, just seeing him makes me so excited and happy." It was like a very emotional moment, and I have it all on video, but it was really nice. Like, I think I can't wait. And then you sent that picture of Addison inside the marketing room. Our coworker, she's so little and the
For
room
scale.
looks so big.
That's for scale.
She was getting ready.
So historically, when we have moved, we started out in J Flower Service, and we were there for 10 years. And when we moved within the same place. And then we moved here, we had to kind of convert what we were doing at our last address at J Flower Service we had to convert this building to kind of fit what we were doing there. But it's never been perfect. It's never been what I would have considered to be
right.
like,
you were dealing with somebody else's.
Yeah, we had to fit in someone else's space. And now, I like to say it was like a blank canvas, and we got to paint what we consider to be the perfect flower center.
Right.
I don't even know how to just, because we're going to have our traditional wholesale business, and then we're going to have our traditional import-export business, and then we're going to have our white glove boutique logistics business, all within one roof. And a lot of moving parts. And it's going to be insanely customer-friendly. And every process that we do here right now is a very lengthy process, and it takes a lot of manpower. It takes a lot of time. It takes more things other than square footage. Once we have the square footage, then a lot of that stuff's going to go away. Yeah. We don't even realize how much pressure and how much effort will be taken away from these guys who are operating inside the warehouse. We've been loading all these boxes every single day, loading and unloading all these boxes, all these trucks with 2 doors. Every morning when I pull up here at 5, 6 a.m., I pull out, there's 3, 4, 5 trucks in a line that want to unload. And my guys have to bust their ass to get those guys unloaded quickly because they don't want to wait. And this new place is going to do all that for us. But all that stuff comes at a cost. None of that is cheap.
Right.
All that is expensive. And we didn't go cheap on our build out. We went.
No, kudos to you guys. First of all, Ryan basically has become an architect.
He has.
Dan has become a network solutions master.
They are.
I mean, Fern, everybody, it's actually really nice because you are using all the pros, but you're bringing in your pros because we know the issues that we have to deal with. So it's been very beautiful to see because everybody has their hands in, and it's like, so that way everybody feels invested. And I think that's awesome. Right. You've taken every single one of us, either, personally or between Dan, everybody from accounting, we've all been there. Everybody in marketing, we've all feel like we've seen it from the beginning. And that's something that's important for an employee because you got to know like what's been put into this building. I mean, I'm excited also for the customers. I can't wait to see the customers' faces when they see this because this is like state of the art.
For Miami, it's a step up.
No, okay.
For
tell
Miami,
me where else
up.
have you seen something like this?
In Europe. I've
seen wholesalers.
Really
I've seen some nice wholesale houses, but it's like you still like.
Yeah, but
this is something.
To have everything within one room is a big deal, and to have
this is a bit not a mini because there's nothing mini about this building, but this is a flower market.
It's a flower center.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it. It's gonna have it all.
Yeah,
and the cool part is you can grow without losing the high level of service that we provide. In fact, it's going to get better.
Yeah.
So with everything that's coming for 2025, all these new projects and Valentine's Day and everything like that, do you have any like resolutions or anything or any plans to stay mindful or all the things we've been learning over the last couple of years?
Well, I've already started, as you know, trying to become a better leader, trying to become a little bit more professional and a little bit more open to bring in the team on the decisions and to find out where the problems are and how we can solve them. You've been on 2 of those 2-hour meetings so far. I've never did that before ever. And that's only because I've been listening to books and I've been watching YouTubes and even social media stuff. I'm always trying to learn something else. And I had no idea how impactful it would be. But after the first one, Ryan, I got some text messages from some of the guys that say, wow, that was really good. It was really helpful. And our first meeting was pretty simple. We put 5 words on the whiteboard from what is your your number one biggest
Concerns?
I don't remember if I placed it like concern or what, but what is your biggest thing here at one guy said efficiency, another guy said, this, that, and we listed them all, and we try to get that timer, and we try to do like 15 minutes on each subject. Some subjects went far longer than 15 minutes, but like out of that first meeting, we solved a few problems. And if you could solve every week one problem or one issue or one inefficiency in 52 in the 1 year, you could fix 52 problems.
Right.
And that's the goal. To fix 52 problems in 2025.
Also, when you're listening to your leaders, you are prioritizing everybody, including your customers, because they all have hands on everything. You know what I mean? So you're going to actually see a wider array of things, but you're going to feel so much better that you had let everybody voice it, because sometimes we think we're on autopilot. Oh, they're fine. I talked to them. Oh, I did the check-in. It's not the same.
Yeah, well, you can't. My mistake, and a very common mistake, is when you start from zero and you build up a business to have 50, 60 people working in there. You can't run it like you ran it when you started. No. You got to run it like you got 50 or 60 people working here. And like, that's all new shit to me. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
That's never been my thing. I've always been like.
But you're open to growing and learning, so that's the good thing.
Yeah.
How are you managing your stress with all this coming up? You doing anything different for that?
My stress has been really high. Not just stress, but worry, and there are financial things that have to be dealt with every day, and there's like a whole lot of things like that need to have some time, and it's been hard. It's been really hard. You don't ever want to look. It's a poker game, and we've gone all in. It's that simple. We're playing poker. We're playing an educated poker here. I'm card counting, right? I feel pretty strongly going all in is not going to be a negative result. I feel pretty strongly that going all in is going to have a positive result for all of us. But it's going to take all of us to make that shit work.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to take, like, I'm not the only one that's going to have more weight on their shoulders in 2025. There's going to be others that have to carry some extra weight to get through the transition, to get that VIP thing going. The farm needs to grow more flowers. We have more demand than what we can produce. So that's a whole nother thing that we're working on, expanding our growing reach. We did that show in Quito. We had an excellent show. We had an amazing stand that you guys put together. But the most amazing thing of all is that existing and new customers at the show at that time wanted to increase their standing orders.
I mean, who wouldn't want to?
Or wanted to place new standing orders. And, we had to look at each other and say, shit, man, we don't have all these flowers.
Right.
How do you accommodate that? So you're almost forced to grow. And, that's a whole nother problem that we need to work on this year. And we are working on it. We're, it's gonna happen slow, but it's going to happen. And so they're all good, bad problems. That's what I call them. All good, bad problems. And I'm so excited to turn the page, but it's been already like almost a year since we started negotiating the lease. It's been almost a year.
Wow.
And it's gone on for so long. And now it's coming to the point where things are starting to go quickly. Things are going to start moving quickly.
It's okay. Everybody will put on their seatbelts and we'll go fast. We're ready.
Yeah. So Valentine's smart buyers are going to book 50% of what they need. And they're going to play the market on the rest. Why? Because if you're going to pay more, you'll pay more later. Why pay more in advance? Let's see how the market goes. Maybe you could pick up a few extra points on your margin by waiting. Maybe you can't. Maybe it's a bad call. Maybe you wind up paying more. But I see no harm in getting fresher flowers and paying the same price I would have paid if I would have booked it before.
Right.
So my advice to everyone to have a successful Valentine's is book 50% of absolutely what you must have and play the market on the rest. The worst that's going to happen is you're going to pay more or get fresher flowers
and that's not a bad thing.
Or maybe it falls out from underneath you and there are no flowers and you wish you would have booked everything. I don't know. Just if it was me, that's how I would play it. But don't listen to me.
For stress, I can buy you a coloring book. I've been coloring, Mike. It's amazing.
So I actually wanted to do a painting the other day and I couldn't get all the stuff out because it's all piled
locked
up.
away.
I can buy you. Have you seen those little portable?
No, it's not in the garage. It's in the hallway that goes in between the bedroom and the apartment. But I couldn't get it.
Well, I'm going to get you a coloring book. I've been coloring.
I've taken up drinking.
I was gonna say you had a good New Year's.
Yeah,
I didn't want to put you on blast.
No, I've taken up drinking as a stress reliever.
Maybe we should karaoke together, Mike. That also
Everybody
helps.
needs advice.
Yeah.
What karaoke song would you sing? I don't think I've ever seen you do
Mike,
karaoke.
you haven't sung before in karaoke?
No.
I don't. I mean, not with us. I don't.
No, I don't. I've never done it.
You've never sung karaoke like ever?
No, I don't think so.
Not even back in your heyday?
No.
Oh my gosh. This should be a goal for I just got a new goal for 2025.
What was the New York karaoke spot? There wasn't a New York City
It wasn't a
karaoke spot?
thing. No, it wasn't a thing. It would be 50 drunken people sitting at the bar, all singing at the same time.
At the same time.
Maybe that.
Okay.
Maybe a song comes on the jukebox that everybody, waits for that one song to come on just about when you're peaking at your high level of drunkenness, just at that moment, and that song comes on. One person will start or two. Even the bartender might even be a singing person.
That's your karaoke. Whatever that song you're thinking of was your karaoke song, by the way. That should be it.
Yeah.
We should get a jukebox for the new office. That'd be cool.
No, we're getting a karaoke machine. Yes.
Music's an important part of what we're doing.
I agree with you.
Music is going to be happening.
I have to
You
say,
go to a restaurant and they got like the perfect music. You don't even notice it, but it's there. That they have like this perfect like song after song, or not even singing. Maybe it's just music or just like without words. What do they call that?
Instrumental.
Instrumental, right. They might have like one after the other, but it's all good.
Yeah.
And you don't sing along with it or nothing, but you enjoy your time at the restaurant more because that music was in the background that you heard it. And so I think some of these restaurants, they
it's purposeful. Yeah.
They kind of like pay someone to do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, so I want to make sure like our music is going to be like that. I want to have our music where we're not just putting any random channel on. Like we
you want to curate a list?
I want to plan it
Let's
out
have
a little bit more.
We can do like
I want to be on that committee.
Yeah, we can do playlists.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Also, like
Fern
a
should not be the
DJ
DJ. Fern chooses the worst channels. Sorry, Fern.
Aw, Fern.
No, I'm sorry. He knows.
Fern has some good taste in music.
Big Bunny is not good taste in music.
Bad
Bunny, big whatever. Big guy's not.
But I will say, I love, one of my favorite things ever is seeing like people walk in with that rushed, like they look rushed and pissed, and they come into the building, and then you see them in the cash and carry dancing, and then they come up to CJ, they're singing.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a big deal.
That's a good day on music. It's definitely not
How you
on,
stay warm in the cooler.
Yeah, it's definitely not the
You have to
White Boy
order new
Wednesday.
jackets, by the way, for the new place.
Yeah,
people
for
have
sure.
to have new jackets. Listen, I gotta go.
All right. Well, Mike just gave us some really good info, a little bit of market insight, and it's weird, Ryan, right? Just you, me. Where's Joel? Joel's out enjoying Georgia, and
all
alone, looking like a nun. No, it's funny. But and Fern's on vacation, so it's been weird when the office is quiet, but it's also given us some times. We visited some locations for Fresh Fest.
Venue hunt.
Venue hunting.
Yeah.
We definitely want the Fatties to write in and give us some ideas of what you guys want to see or hear, people that you would suggest because we're really working. Basically, we got the new move, we got Fresh Fest, but it's all for you guys, and we need to know, what does everybody want to see, and what do you want to hear about?
Definitely. No, the plans are underway. Like we got some exciting stuff
Oh yeah.
planned and happening. June, Friday the 13th in June is the date.
So everyone thinks we're crazy for that, Ryan.
I know, like I kind of like it.
I
I
do
want to
too.
lean into it.
I didn't
wanna
at
have
first.
some-
I'm a little superstitious.
I am too, but at the same time, like
Yeah, it's just a date.
13 is a good luck number to a lot of people too. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
depends how you look at it.
I'm
Do
excited.
you think people wouldn't come because it's on Friday the 13th?
No.
I overthink it. I think somebody's
No.
like, nope, can't
No,
go there.
nobody's not going to do that. No. I think we just need to make sure people know Friday 13th, June, Friday the 13th. Be there, be square. It's definitely going to be a Jet Fresh production. Everything's
In
gonna
collaboration with Pedal Productions.
Oh yeah. Pedal saved our
Yes.
butt last time, so thank God they're
Oh,
on
no,
board.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And Carlos we're gonna kind of let him go even more wild. So it's gonna be more fun.
I'm a little nervous.
Well, it's good because
you and
he'll
Carlos,
he'll
yeah.
he'll constrain us, like where I will put more into it. He'll kind of like less is more in certain places.
Well, for some stuff, but I think Carlos and you have so much in common when it comes to the way that you guys you prioritize quality of stuff for sure, but you guys can both get out of hand. So yeah, it's gonna be fun for me and Maria.
It goes. I mean, yeah, but I feel like you pull out more things, more ideas than I do half the time.
I like to like, put the seed down and then just see what happens when I tell you one thing. It's just fun. It's super fun. Like I think that's probably, yeah, for sure, the most exciting part about working with Ryan Black is that you just put out one word and then all of a sudden you see like 15 things fly up and you're like, oh shit, what do we do? Which one's better? So, oh, hi Pinky. Pinky, how's that cash and carry coming in? How's it out there? Well, you got Connor back, but
Wait, can I hear Ryan?
you're on the podcast.
Oh, nice. Hey. It's
What's up,
going
Pinky?
good. What's up, dude? What's happening?
Are you wearing your pedal shirt? We were just talking about pedal.
Oh, yeah.
And his VIP hat.
Well, I didn't know that the brown that you guys chose was the color of the year brown.
Oh,
Kind of. It's kind of it, or whatever. I like it. It's like
yeah, but
monotone.
you know Brown. You're part of marketing,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. Exactly. But the cash and carry is looking good. It's a lot busier than
Yeah?
I thought it was.
Yeah,
Coming
it's a
out
good
of
start.
to the new year. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been busy since Olga's on vacation too.
Do you have any resolutions or big plans for the new year?
So like I have a few. I have like personal ones, and then like I have like the
Professional
work
ones, yeah.
the work ones.
What are
I
the
did-
personal one?
A personal one. Well, I got some running shoes. I have to start getting back on like my running and being a little bit more athletic. I used to play soccer all the time, and now I don't even do anything
I know.
anymore.
Don't stop.
I know. I have to go, but yeah, that's like my new one. Like walk with my dogs a lot more. Like go outside and stuff like that. Because like I just walk them outside, but I need to go around the block. I need to start moving. My knees are not forgiving me on
Yeah.
that sense.
How many people do you think in the office or in the warehouse would play soccer?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about doing like an indoor one. It's not
Should it be indoor or should it be outdoor?
Indoor. Because
indoor because not everybody has cleats, so you could wear like regular shoes
there's
for
a
indoor.
lot of indoor soccer places by
Yeah.
our
It's
new
not
building.
expensive. I think for like 10 people to go in, you rent out like a field. It's like $100, so it's like 10 a head. That's what we used to do that back in the day. Look at me sounding old.
You're not
Back
old.
in the day.
Please, if I
Back
could.
in the day when I used to play.
First of all, I would totally death becomes her you. Like
Oh,
I would take
yeah.
your whatever and like become you because you
know.
have the youthfulness.
It's the cold.
Forever.
You see, that's why I
Forever.
tell people you need to just stay in my cash and carry. Spend more
It's-
money.
look at
'cause
Berman. Berman's been
Yeah.
in the warehouse for 30
No,
years.
Berman's
He hasn't
also
changed.
he's like a vampire,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
He never ages. I tell him that though. He's sucking everybody's blood back.
And what's your professional resolution?
Well, the professional one's like just to make sure the cash and carry in the new warehouse is as bussin' as it can be.
Yeah.
I swear, I want it to look.
beautiful today.
Yeah, no, it looks.
Oh,
sorry.
see?
You see, I'm always working. I really want it to. I don't even care about like numbers. Like for me personally, like I hit what I wanted to hit. last year.
Right.
And like exponentially like hit it. I grew a little bit more than I wanted to, but that's fantastic, honestly. But now this year I kind of want to focus more on like making sure Connor's also set up, getting him into the right place too. It's like just not all about me. I want to make sure my team overall is good in the back.
You need to whisper some advice to Connor. Tell him to never say no to Mimi's videos.
This is ASMR, Pinky. I've been seeing those where they like touch they go like this and like they touch them like
Connor, fine, you can whisper in my video, but you got to be in my video.
Next time we do Connor's ASMR, we need to give him long nails.
Oh yeah, I've seen those where they're like.
Have you seen the one with the guy from Home Depot and he has the nails on, like, and he's like, "Where did I get my nails?"
Taped on nails
like that and shit. Yeah. I told him he's the ASMR guy now.
Yeah, I know,
that's gonna be his thing.
We get to put like flower stems on his fingers, like a little.
Ooh, Oliver 3D printed me a little vase for my car. Like remember the bugs? The bugs came. How the bugs, the beetles, they had them.
You just made me a good idea. Would be like the clip-on ones, where like the fan.
Yeah.
They
spin.
That's what I have. But he made a little vase. Goes there? Yeah. He made me a vase.
I love it.
Yeah.
Does a flower go in it?
One stem.
Well, that's not bad though.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Imagine you have like a stem of lavender or something like that inside.
Oh. That's what I'm thinking.
We have lavender in the
dried lavender.
It
still works.
A fragrant flower make your car smell.
Yeah.
On it.
All right. Put in the order of 2,000.
2,000 of those little things. I need them overnight. Overnight, baby.
Tell Oliver he's hired for sure. Make him green.
Mine is green already, so.
No, there you go.
Nice.
Oh.
It's a really good idea, actually.
It's not bad. But I'm excited. I'm honestly so excited. It's, 2 months? 2.5,
I hope
maybe?
so.
Every day inching a little closer. But I've been asking for space for like 5 years already. Even when we moved into that one, we were in this little corner when
we were in a tiny little corner.
Yeah, exactly. And then we moved over here and we were like, oh, we're going to run out of space fast.
Yeah.
And we did.
But it's been looking so beautiful.
Oh, no, yeah. I mean, imagine we had, after the cash and carry, we had to make the section for the tropical room. Mm-hmm. We had to take that little section out of the warehouse. Yeah. So we just kept growing.
Literally.
And growing.
Just carved the little corner out.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember, and Olga used to tell me, I used to have to, when you guys were in the other building, she was like, I have to walk from one side of the building all the way to the other side of the building. I was like, oh, God, I could never imagine.
I had a JetFresh, loyalty card that I found recently.
Oh, my God.
And I used to go all the way to the cash and carry all the way back there. Yeah.
Is that when, you go to, the sandwich shops and they, stamp them and stuff like that?
Buy 10, it was buy something.
And you get your friends, get your friends, hey, go get me a stamp.
Little cheaters out here.
Hey.
Take my card. I swear I'll pay you.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Oh, God. I wish I was a part of that. That sounds like fun, though, honestly.
Yeah, well, I wish so hard. Look where I got here.
You were always meant to be here. You were always meant to be here. It's just you took a longer route.
A long route, yeah. But I can't wait for the new building. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for everybody to see it, like the customers. I've been hyping it up like
Pinky,
crazy.
Do you know when Fresh Fest is happening?
August.
No.
No? July?
No. Think of the coolest day of the year, but it's in June.
My birthday? June 20th?
Mm-mm. We're going to be celebrating the week before.
I mean, she said June. I was like, whoa.
Hey, my birthday's in June too, June 29th.
I was like, you're saying cool.
It's actually on Dolly's birthday. I think it's Dolly's birthday that day. It's Friday the 13th.
Oh, nice.
Should we have a Freddy Krueger?
Like a bad luck type of thing?
Like everybody the waiters should be dressed like us, like
I'm going to be a black
people.
cat. So
Black cats.
We just have a room of people petting black cats.
You know how many florists I already know that have cats? That's like their number one attraction.
Oh, I know. Well, it's cats and dogs. Yeah.
Well, dogs not so much.
Fresh.
No?
I don't think so.
I think
flower people are more cat people.
Okay, we're going to have to poll that.
Yeah.
We're going to have to poll that.
I mean, I see a lot of dogs, but dogs they need attention. So you're always going to have to give your dog attention and stuff like that. If you bring a cat to the shop, the cat can just be there and just chill.
That's true.
It doesn't bother you or anything like that. You're going to have dust. You're going to have to clean. I mean, I have to clean my plants every day at my house.
Yeah.
Horrible. But I also have
That's what I did on New
3
Year's
cats.
Eve. On New Year's Eve, I took out every single plant, watered every single plant, cleaned every single sage, the whole house. Every single room had to have sage.
Oh, that's my other New Year's resolution. No more animals in my house.
Oh my gosh, how many are you on now?
I just can't. It's 10 animals. So
oh shit.
I realized it's a little bit much.
I was thinking about getting a hamster.
The Pinky Sanctuary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, literally. At my house, there's reptiles, there's dogs, cats,
Yep.
geckos. 2 geckos, 3 turtles.
Lots of plans.
It sounds like the Christmas song.
Yeah.
2
golden eggs. Yeah.
2 geckos, 1 cat. 2. No, how many cats?
3 cats.
Oh my goodness.
The
How's
two-
the new kitty?
Good.
Oh, she's good?
Good.
Pinky, of course, saved a kitten. Saved the kitten's life.
Save the cats.
From a tree.
Yeah.
It was a burning tree. It was on fire.
It was on
It was
fire.
hanging off a cliff.
My leg was broken at the time. I was hobbling.
No.
I rolled
And
to
he
make
did
sure.
it.
Yeah.
And he didn't spill his beer.
And I was still delivering flowers at the same time. It was wild. Wrapping the flowers at the same time.
Oh my
mentoring
gosh.
Connor.
I'm gonna, I promise that I'm going to learn how to wrap flowers correctly. Every time I'm back there and I start wrapping flowers, Pinky looks at me. He's like, let me do that.
Even so, the reason why that happens is because when I went to Holland, those guys would stare at me and be like, wrong.
No.
No, Pinky.
Come here. Let me show you.
Pinky judges people when they're wrapping the flowers. He's like this.
Well, yeah. I mean, I got sent to go see how to rap. Nah. I went to go for a
Drop
lot more
some bars.
Yeah. You need to rap out here, dog. Nah, I only rap.
Little Pink.
Little Pink out here. Little Pink in Amsterdam. Going ham. All right, bye, fam.
All
You see,
right.
I'm spitting bars out here. I gotta go.
All
Connor's
right.
by there by
Thanks,
himself.
Pinky.
Always.
Thank you,
bye.
Pinky.
You are now on the 21st episode of 2025.
Good old Pinky. I guess fun. He needs his own show.
He does. He really does. He's so awesome. All right. Well, I think that's it, Ryan. I think we're all caught up.
That's all we're gonna get. That's all.
We're all caught up. Next week we have some fun guests too, so should be good.
We'll get back to the guests now. Now that the holidays are over. And
Yeah,
we can back to a normal
it's been
schedule.
a little hard, like trying to get people to come on.
Everybody's on vacations at different times. You were off, Joel's off,
Yeah.
Fern out.
No, but not
my
just
dad's
us.
leaving
The
tomorrow.
guest. The guest.
The guests. Yeah, we had three reschedules over this last month.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, so,
I get it.
We'll get
I
them
get
on
it.
though. All good.
This has been another amazing 2 Fat Guys Talking Flowers podcast, where we always bring you the good, the bad, the ugly about flowers. This is the first podcast of 2025. And speaking of 52, there's going to be 52 more podcasts, 51 more podcasts in 2025.
Great guests.
We have a great lineup of guests coming and some great subjects to talk about. And our next podcast is going to be all about coffee.